what are we producing? Pretty much just Royal Knights, Archers, Springalds, Mangonels, of course.
They're doing the bonus damage.
Ooh, Springalds sniping my trebuchets. But we've got our own Springald forward now. So what if we just put a keep down here and then started mining this gold? 200 pop, suddenly you've got an insane economy. Hey everyone. As always, good to see you tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. We've got more Age of Empires here, and we've got a team game, a whopping 3v3. And we're on Ancient Spires. This is a map filled with food. I mean, there's so many of these little shallow pools of water with the shoreline fish. I figured I would play as the Chinese. And we've got my allies, Sin, playing as the French. And we've got Soft Blood Enjoyer playing as the English. Classic teammates, French and English. You see them on the ladder all the time. They complement each other, so I'm hopeful that they can support each other and myself. Yep, looks like we got an age up there. Hopefully we'll be seeing an age up soon from Sin. Looks like he just needs a little bit more food. Yep, I think he's got it. There we go. And I'm aging up as well. All right, who are we up against? We're up against Clemente playing as the Holy Roman Empire, Jay Hurlin playing as the English, and Ralph playing as the Abbasid. So we've got 2 English players and then the rest, all unique civs. Very cool. So we'll probably see a good amount of longbowmen. We're hoping to see a big amount of French Royal Knights. And we have to be cautious of those Holy Roman Empire man-at-arms. They're going to be so nasty. And I believe, yeah, the Holy Roman Empire opponent, Clemente, is on my side of the map. So I'm opposite the Holy Roman Empire player. So I need to be thinking, put some light pressure on, don't let them take everything off the map, wall up relics maybe, or just deny relics. And we did notice the minework palace here. And is that what it is? The minework palace? That might be it. But not the Aachen Chapel. Maybe my opponent Clemente didn't see a good spot for it, or he wanted those upgrades that are in it. And as we're scouting, we're noticing this really forward mill going for these shoreline fish, it looks like, and a prelate right here. So we're actually going to put down an archery range. We actually already had one. We're going to supervise it and pump out 3 archers really quick. Always nice to be active with your imperial officials, sending them over to your military structures or your tech structures or your eco structures, whatever you need at the time. And yep, nice. Take him right off of it once we're done. And we got a perfect Imperial Academy here. Hitting the mill, hitting the lumber camp, hitting the mining camp. We're very happy about that. And we noticed the mine work, but we're noticing we can't find any military structures just yet. So we're actually going to trickle in some stone. If we end up being able to get that second town center, the 2TC Song Dynasty, that'd be great. We can get the Song Dynasty with this Barbican up here. We're going to try and grab up these deer. And yeah, we're coming forward, but his scout notices my archers coming forward, and he started to go for the boar, but we're denying him from it. And that feels really good. Yeah, he got a lot of the shoreline fish, but a prelate, 8 villagers gathering a boar, if we can prevent that even just a little bit, that's going to feel really good. Because, yeah, he's accelerating to the castle age. He was banking on that boar to give him the food, the 1,200 food that he needed to age up. So we're going to come a little more forward, see if we can't get villagers down here on the gold. But we did spot a stables, so we're backing off. We know that 1 horseman could clean up these units really quick, and then he can get back on the boar. And we're actually pinging my ally Sin to bring his Royal Knights over and meet up with my archers, because I'm really nervous about horsemen here. And we're coming forward again, but we just don't like the looks of that stables, and we're not seeing villagers, so we're going to back away. Over here, my ally Soft Blood Enjoyer is putting on pressure with the longbowmen, trying to snipe villagers down, but having a hard time. However, he is denying this third town center from going up. Opposite player Ralph playing very greedy, going for that 3 town center opening. Going to cancel the town center. And that's great. Soft Blood Enjoyer just got a big win there. Feeling good. But we are seeing stables in the back. Some horsemen are coming out. We're going to need to see spearmen in the mix here. Finally, my archers and the Royal Knights have met with each other. And it's great to have the scout with these Royal Knights. It'll help identify targets for Sin to go after. And we're also seeing Sin put down lots of walls. Basically walling up the center of the map to make it a little awkward for our opponents to get where they want to go. You can see it's all the way down to here. So really the only ways to access our side of the map is through this large gap here or this large gap over here. So at least Sin doesn't have to worry about the opponents coming forward. Lots of villagers getting pumped by Ralph. And Jay Hurlin, we haven't seen much of him, but it looks like we are going to harass his villagers down here. Ooh, Sin really wants to get on top of these villagers with the Royal Knights. But the town center is a lot closer than we thought. He's going to pull back to the gold. We can at least sit on the gold and prevent any resource gathering. That'd be nice. We're still gathering stone? What are we at right now? 330? We're dangerously close to getting that second town center, but we're also focusing on food and gold. We got a little bit of extra gold. Hopefully, yeah, we spend it on some technology. That's great. Clemente making it to the Castle Age, and my scout spots the Regnitz. So the Regnitz Cathedral, that means we're going to see the relics start to disappear off the map. I'm going to wall up. Looks like I was already thinking about it. Oh, and my villager gets away with it, though. Oh, there goes the prelate. Smart to grab this one, because this is the one I was trying to wall off. He goes for the Wololo. I think I noticed this, and yeah, I just pulled my villager away, but he'll probably get cleaned up by horsemen. And there's Hurlin's units. Jay Hurlin's coming forward with a lot of longbowmen. Those knights can't stick around. And now we're starting to see battering ram pressure coming from my ally Soft Blood Enjoyer. This is a classic English opener. We're seeing rams. We got the +1 range damage, and here come the villagers to help out. Would love to see some outposts up front here, giving that network of castles upgrade to all of these units when they enter combat. We're aging up, and we just got down our second town center, so hopefully we can start to get an income advantage, though we're probably going to see Ralph and Clemente in the lead for a while. Okay, glad to see I'm up there with food. But yeah, Ralph is aggressively gathering resources because of those three town centers. I should say that there is another town center here. And here come horsemen. Oh, but they're backing away. Ooh, that was dangerous. This is a constructed town center, so it's only got the 2,500 health. This thing is getting ripped down. Love this, and I love the palings going down. Hey, that's a town center down. Hurlin can't really come to the aid of the opposite player because they're busy dealing with the French Royal Knights back here. And I can't seem to finish this wall. My villager keeps dying when I'm trying to put it up, and I'd love to finish it because it's a good dividing line. That means only this little gap is where the Holy Roman Empire can approach us. So Ralph's really suffering over here. Not yet Castle Age, though. Few are Castle Age, just me and Clemente. So the far side of the map, this northeastern side, that's all aging up. But down here, there's just so much pressure, combat going on. Love to see the outposts, that's great. Just need to back off. Yep, take shots at the horsemen every so often. They do have the ranged armor upgrade. Good to see that. Ralph knows to get that upgrade. And these Royal Knights are really hurt. And finally, we're seeing Clemente with his own Castle Age Knights chasing down the Royal Knights. These are strong units. They can beat out these Royal Knights. I think these Knights need to run. Fortunately, we're cleaning up the horsemen that were here, annoying my villagers. Hopefully we've got a villager moving that way, to build up the wall. Back home, barely starting to think about transitioning to farms. We did get the Imperial Palace, and we did use Imperial Spies. Didn't see very many exposed villagers, and that's all right. Sometimes that's a good sign. What military structures are we going to make? Probably more barracks and archery ranges. We'd like to round out more archery ranges because of the Holy Roman Empire, but we are seeing lots of cavalry, so I would love to get both of those, really. Pressure's continuing. Ralph needs to do something. Really needs Hurlin and Clemente to come to his rescue, and yep, here come the longbowmen from Hurlin, but it's not many. And, okay, they do have good upgrades, though they don't have the ranged armor. Well, neither do these longbowmen. And yeah, in conjunction with the horsemen, this could be really strong. But Ralph's worried more about the battering ram. And as he's destroying it, all these longbowmen are getting cleaned up. Remember, they get the network of castles upgrade. They're attacking 15% faster. Not great exchanging with these horsemen, but the spearman is helpful. Yeah, the spearman's doing great damage. And when the longbowmen get into this mass, with these upgrades and the network of castles upgrade, or enhancement I should say, yeah, these are really strong units. And he's going again, making more rams. Nice part is he's denying the deer that are up here, the berries, these deer. There's a lot of resources that are up here that our opponents probably want to go for, and they can't. So the south is seeing a lot of action. My side of the map, not so much. I know that it's hard to destroy those Holy Roman Empire structures. Plus, these knights are scary. They have the Minework Palace upgrades, so they have insane amounts of armor. I'm going to send a small force down south. We're going to see if we can't attack Hurlin. And here come the knights from Clemente. They're going to clean these units up. So, yep. Soft Blood Enjoyer is making the right call and evacuating his longbowmen into these outposts. But honestly, if I saw all of these units, I would just back off, abandon this position, and retreat. This is not going to hold. There is way too much cavalry here. And if the knights show up, they should... I don't know where they're at. Okay, looks like one of my spearmen got over there. And we did find villagers here, but they retreated pretty quickly. Hurlin was fast on the draw there, though we did kill one or two that were building this stone wall. So we're going to send our units elsewhere. Yeah, we've got small groups of units looking for villagers back here. I suspect that these deer and berries are going to be gathered by Clemente. I'm sure Clemente needs that food. And yep, there's the knights working with Ralph's horsemen. So Clemente and Ralph are just going to break this position, kill all the longbowmen inside. Yep. Oh, we're finding some villagers back here. So we're taking shots. And we actually haven't suffered very many losses. I really haven't lost that many villagers. I've lost maybe one or two from building these walls. But to be honest, we've been on our 2-town center Song Dynasty for a while. Yeah, we're starting to take advantage of it with our income per minute. Clemente's going to get a big amount of gold coming in soon as he keeps piling up those relics. But, yeah. Oh, and we're going to try and avoid these knights. Looks like we gave him the slip. So, yeah, my units are going to hang out back here. And there's the last of the English structures that were up here. Okay, Soft Blood Enjoyer is very vulnerable. Still stuck in the feudal age. Doesn't have many units. Doesn't have many villagers. He has okay upgrades, but he's going to need to rely on Sin or myself to come to his rescue. I'm going to try and keep the Holy Roman Empire opponent Clemente busy. But yeah, here come those horsemen. So many from Ralph. He wants to get on the villagers that are in these farmlands. It's a good idea. They don't have textiles. Myself, I've actually got textiles queued up. That's good. There are good units here for dealing with this, and I'm not sure where those knights from Clemente went. These horsemen aren't so bad. They're just feudal age horsemen punishing this feudal age English player, but if there were some castle age knights in here with huge armor upgrades from Clemente, there'd be a lot of damage going on. And look who's here, Sin with some of his royal knights. Gonna clean up these horsemen. Looks like Sin has gone for the Castle Age, got the Royal Institute, so these knights are very scary. Great upgrades and the plus 80 hit points. These are scary units. Speaking of scary units, there's those knights that Clemente was using to save Ralph, and now they're on my side of the map and looking terrifying as they move around the map with these lands connects. Yeah, Clemente's desperate for food, going for these deer. So now things have kind of quieted down on this side of the map, and things are starting to heat up on my side. I'd love to go after these villagers, but I'm worried that the army is sitting right behind them. So I'm actually setting my rally point back. Oh yeah, there they all are. We cannot be going in here. And we need to buy time. We don't want him to come forward. If he comes forward, we're doomed. So the longer his army sits here, the happier we are. You'll see we've actually got tons of barracks and archery ranges. We're spitting out units, and we've even supervised a barracks and an archery range in an attempt to get out as many infantry units as we can. Archers, spearmen, crossbowmen. I think now I'm just focusing on spearmen and crossbowmen, yeah. And we're trying to get the upgrade for our spearmen as well. English allies, soft blood enjoyer, finally aging up. Ralph aging up as well. Everyone's in the castle age now. Okay, it's been maybe a little less than a minute, and Clemente has not come forward. So I am just streaming units into this ball. We're even supervising out blacksmith upgrades. We just got +1 attack. We're going to get +1 melee armor, so we're even getting the upgrades that we know are relevant. We're capturing this sacred site, which unfortunately I think is going to tip off Clemente. So now he's coming forward. I think I bought a lot of time there. Let's see. Yep, can't finish the wall. This villager is going down. And so now this is my engagement against Clemente. I mean, the Holy Roman Empire at this point are incredibly strong. They got the Minework Palace. They've got 8 ranged, 8 melee armor on all these knights. But here is my huge mass of infantry. And we are supported by an outpost, so that's nice. Gotta watch out for this prelate holding the relic. I believe I grabbed a handful of my ranged units and told them, target that prelate down. I don't want to deal with Wololos right now. We take him out. The lance connects are going to do very well against my spearmen, but my spearmen are going to do great against these knights. And this is a huge crossbowman ball in the back. I don't think these Holy Roman Empire units can reach this big ball, and there's no mangonels here. Grabbing up that relic again with the prelate. He could go for another Wololo, but look at this. I've got more reinforcements coming. That's great. And we're cleaning it up. Too many crossbowmen. This crossbowman ball is just so effective. Just cleaning up all of these units. He is getting away with the relic. That's annoying. We did want to grab those. But look at this. A huge army. Soft Blood Enjoyer and Sin, who I'll remind you has been pretty much untouched this whole game. He's just made as many Royal Knights as he wants, and we haven't seen our opponents making spearmen at all. And look at this cleanup. I'm trying to push over here, but this keep is probably going to finish before my units stream through. So we're probably going to move forward and then back off. But over here, oh man, the Royal Knights are going to town. Looks like there are some longbowmen from Hurlin here trying to help out, but these are not the units you want to take on these incredibly upgraded veteran Royal Knights. There has to be a huge spearman ball here. If there was just a huge mass of spearmen, they do really well here because there's not all that many longbowmen coming from Soft Blood Enjoyer. Oh, but he's got the veteran spearmen looking great. Yep, like I said, had to back off. This is a relic-enhanced keep. Fortunately, we did put down some siege workshops, so we'll probably send Trebs forward. We're not going to break through. It's a Holy Roman Empire relic-enhanced keep. One trebuchet is not going to do it. So really, we're just sending the trebuchets over to pressure and make him a little nervous. We'll maybe send some rams in, but we're already thinking, where else can we strike at this Holy Roman Empire opponent? We're thinking we need to break through these stone walls down here. So we'll probably see some units pivoting that way rather than just sitting up front here. It's GG down here. Nothing really else left to say. Some camel riders coming out. They're effective versus these Royal Knights, but Oh, these spearmen can do work against the camel riders. Look at the production coming from Sin. Got the classic French keep surrounded by stables. He has only made Royal Knights this game. That's hilarious. Why make any other unit if our opponents are just not going to make spearmen? My units that were hidden back here ended up killing a few traders coming from Clemente and 1 or 2 villagers here, but it looks like some knights just backed off and took care of my small army. With Ralph out of the game, not sure how much longer is left. We know that this is a standstill. We're sending units elsewhere, finding villagers, killing what we can. Need to send these crossbowmen down a little bit. Yep. Finding town centers, but getting killed by mangonels. Need to send these crossbowmen forward. And yep, sending just small batches of units around the map. Nice. Allies understand to check the back of the map for any more trade economy that might be going on back there. And there's finally some spearmen, but just not in the right numbers yet. They're just not clustering up. The French Royal Knights can actually just defeat them. They don't even care. Clemente does make it to the Imperial Age. We'll probably see some Imperial Age Knights coming out. Like I said, we're putting on light pressure up here, but he can always hit that emergency repairs button, and yep, he's doing so. And here come the spring alts. That's fine by us. We don't even want these trebuchets attacking anymore. The moment we see the spring alts, we're just like, okay, fine. We're done. We'll leave. We'll put up a keep of our own, and we'll just pivot this way. If this is going to be a standstill, fine. We'll both take our large gold deposit and walk away. Ally Sin makes it to the Imperial Age. I make it to the Imperial Age myself. Now I'm thinking, make hand cannoneers. Let's just clean this up. There's those French Royal Knights just going absolutely berserk back here. Would love to see that upgrade to Elite. Pretty much just tearing up the opponents at this point. It was an interesting game. I really was happy with my engagement here. The fact that Clemente didn't push through this wall immediately, it was so perfect because I was able to supervise my military structures, supervise my blacksmith, and suddenly pump out a huge ball of infantry with decent 1-1 upgrades versus these incredibly strong Holy Roman Empire units. It basically necessitated a mangonel from my opponent, and he just didn't have one. With that many crossbowmen, you just can't go up against an army like that without a mangonel. So I was really happy with my engagement there. I think I responded really well. Once I saw the standing army, I instantly knew what to produce. I had the military structures to do so, and I put my foot on the gas with these Imperial officials. That was great. And big kudos to my allies, Sin and Soft Blood Enjoyer, putting on great pressure over here. Sin, what an easy game. Just hold down W and make those Royal Knights. But they just did so well in conjunction with the Longbowmen. Our opponents just never even thought to make Spearmen. You got to if there's a French player in the game. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the match, and I will catch you for the next one. See you then.